Welcome everybody to Let's Play No More Heroes. This isn't the kind of game I usually do Let's Plays of. In fact, it's the first game that's rated M I've ever actually done a Let's Play of. But I do quite enjoy it, so it's a very quirky game, I'd say. You'll see pretty soon that it's something. Gameplay, though, is something that I can get into. Nothing overly complex, but still fun.
Forsaken city where the bodies of angels littered the streets. Much has changed in Santa Destroy. Giant corporations, rampant city development. The assassin's underworld has become a commodity. A chance for profit and entertainment for the masses. But shadows from the wilder days still linger. Travis, a man who slashed his way to the top, then walked away, has become an urban legend many even doubt was real. Here, the strong devour the weak kneel before the strong, and those who wield true power watch and count their gold. And in this mass-produced savagery, one truth is constant. With each shattered life, the same vow is uttered. I will have revenge. And no assassin can ever walk away from that. He must draw his beam and stand against the madness. This is Travis Touchdown's desperate struggle.
Hold it, you violence-loving bastard! Before you start your desperate struggling, you should drop a nice save.
Yep, that kind of game. I was about to say something that I forgot what it was during the cutscene, so oh well, I guess. It's really something I should be saying right now, but oh well. So, something to note. I'm actually playing on a New Game Plus right now, for the sole purpose of being able to play this on, as you'll see right here, better difficulty. Hard, well, it's just this game's version of hard difficulty. You have 3 different difficulties: sweet, mild, bitter, easy, normal, hard. Bitter is only available in New Game Plus, unfortunately, so I had to play this in New Game Plus. Boop. I'll explain the New Game Plus changes as we encounter them.
I'll never forget. That night, for the first time in 120 years, snow fell on Santa Destroy. It was a sign. Another change, both beautiful and deadly, was coming.
It's called fashionably late fuckface.
Travis Touchdown. This place bring back any memories?
It's only where my last killing spree started. All those screwed up ranking fights. Now why would I remember that?
It'll be your blood this time, when I avenge my brother! Draw!
Brother? Who?
Don't you remember the man you fought here?
No. Can't say I do. Guess he didn't make an impression. Must have been crazy weak.
You insensitive prick! You killed him and you don't even remember! You know how humiliating that is?
Sorry. I don't keep a death diary. And in case you're wondering, I'm even stronger now.
You will lose! You've got no chance of winning this!
You're something else. I haven't been so worked up in ages. when you see your bro in hell, tell him he's still a douche!
Yeah. Oh, you can press the B button. If you mash the B button during those loading screen, during that loading screen, it makes things go faster. Alright, so this game just kind of throws you into things with the tutorial. You notice I have a different weapon right now. That's because they're in New Game Plus. You get to keep all your weapons from the old game, or from your old save. So yes, the way you hold the remote will actually change your attack style with different stances. I never really noticed any difference in stance. I never noticed it to affect much of anything. If you keep changing your stance in the middle of a combo, it'll keep restarting the combo though, so you can essentially have an infinite combo. What I'm doing right now is locking onto him, and whenever you're holding Z to lock on, you're automatically guarding as well. It's generally something you always want to do when you're fighting a boss. You can evade by pressing the D-pad, which is just rolling, which you're always completely invincible during. Is there anything else that the game wants to show me? I mean, a charge slash, which I literally never use. Which I probably should, but oh well. It makes enemies flinch a good deal more, which is always a good thing. Yes. That. It's called running slash. You notice in the right, you have that little thing, floppy thing. Oh yeah, see, it makes the camera face where you're facing. But that's your battery. You'll probably notice a little battery icon under said thing. Oh, don't button mash when you get knocked down. Instead, shake the remote and you'll actually get up more quickly and in a better way. And it looks cooler too. Yeah, recovery from dizziness, just button mash, I guess. Oops, I just randomly lost some battery, which is kind of weird. But let's run back here where we can heal. Now normally there would be boxes back here, but because I'm better, it's not there. Shake my headset doing this, that's probably a really bad thing. I cannot... The Bloodberry, this particular weapon I'm using right now, is really, really crappy when it comes to charging for some reason. I find that charge is ridiculously slow. It also has a really crappy battery life. This is a Camellia Mark III. Bloodberry is the weapon you start with, by the way. As you saw in the cutscene, Camellia Mark III, it's really suck at locks if you clashes, that's what it's called. It really sucks at clashes if you manage to hit an enemy at the same time they hit you, get into a clash. Camellia Mark III really sucks at it for some reason. I think it's faster than Bloodberry by a little bit. I think it has a better battery. I think it recharges quicker, I'm not sure. When you think under certain circumstances it can actually, I think it stuns enemies more. Then you have this giant thing. It can get even larger, but I'll explain that later, which is the Peony. It's really, really slow and hits really, really hard. It has half decent battery. And then you have the polar opposite of the Peony, which is this thing, which appears on the box art and looks badass. My personal favorite, the Rose Nasty, which is just lightning bruiser type thing. And it's all around pretty much great. The battery is absolutely wonderful. It's something I use to fight this guy. So notice that tiger in the bottom right. Well, before I point that, I should probably point out my health is in the top left, which you probably figured out by now. But that tiger in the bottom right, I'm probably not going to get to show in this video. Oh god. Oh yeah, wrestling move. So you also have attacks with B, which are strikes, which the primary purpose of is to break somebody's shield, or if somebody's guarding, it'll break their guard. A successful guard break will be met with a loud, like, clashing sound for some reason. But yeah, if somebody's dazed and you try to strike them, you'll do a prompt to a wrestling move. Oh god. Crap. I'm just trying to show everything, so... This is what's called a death blow. Do enough damage to somebody. Well, whenever you finish off a normal enemy...
You won't get away with this!
Is it going to go to a cutscene? Crap! If you kill an enemy, you'll get a prompt to do a death blow, which is what I just did. Or bosses when you get down to certain amounts of health. And it does a lot of damage. If you shake the remote while you're doing it too, you'll do extra damage or something. I'm not sure what it does, but it makes things appear on the screen and it's really cool. I'll explain that tiger thing from earlier in a minute, by the way. So you have these cutscenes through and throughout the game. I never cared for them or really understood them very well in the first place. Give you a little bit of background on some of the bosses, but blah. I like background, but I never did care for these cutscenes. They're a bit too long-winded for my taste.
Hello? What would you like me to do? So, it's you again. I know, because you never say a word. It reminds me of the ocean. Your calm breaths, like the faint sound of waves. You know, I used to love the beach. So what should I tell you this time? Oh, it was snowing today. It's strange what triggers our memories. I'll never forget. That night, for the first time in 120 years, snow fell on Center Destroy. It was a sign. Another change, both beautiful and deadly, was coming. Blanketed in white, the city never looked so beautiful. But anything so pristine must be cursed. White turned to red, and he lost his mind.
So, back to the battle, finally. Thankfully, that's the only battle that gets interrupted in the middle.
Won't get away with this!
So, tiger on the bottom right, so that's what's called your ecstasy gauge. As you keep dealing damage to enemies and not getting hurt brings it way down, by the way. As you manage to hit enemies like you can hit yourself, that tiger will eventually wake up, stand up, and all that crap. If it turns red, your combos will change a little bit, and you'll get a unique perk for each weapon. It's not really noticeable for many weapons, except for, I've heard you're more likely to make things dizzy with the Chameleon Mark III. But the peony, like, doubles in size. It's ridiculous just how long it is. Yeah. You also notice that my battery's going down when I guard these attacks. The reason I'm not attacking is the best way to deal with this guy I'm gonna is just to try to get him to do a normal combo, which you have to kind of talk him into doing. There we go. Boop. Early on in the fight, I find that, I don't know why it doesn't work later, but early on in the fight, crap. I find that sometimes if you keep attacking him, after he does that combo, what you can do is just keep attacking and you'll get into weapons clash. Doesn't always seem to work though. Yeah, like that. I don't know why it is. Probably should be showing off the Bloodberry a little bit, actually. I pretty much just use the Rose Nasty for everything. By the way, if that kick attack manages to hit you, it'll just knock you back a little bit, but then he'll do a big lunge attack afterwards, so you want to be quick on the draw and try to dodge that. This is actually a disappointingly simple fight. Alright, screw this. It also shows just how annoying enemies with guns are, which thankfully are rather scarce. Oh god, speaking of. So, battery gets low, little guy gets a little short and floppy. Do this. Gets long and happy. So. See, that's why you don't attack this guy directly. By the way, that's what happens if you shake the remote when you get knocked down instead of just smashing buttons. You get up quicker. There we go. From what I've heard, the Chameleon Mark III sucks at weapon clashes. I don't know why, though. Told you that same thing, by the way. Swing around like that. But anybody that you'll hit with your kick when you're getting up like that will get knocked back and stunned for a moment. Only a moment, though. Yeah, I keep continuing my combo when I shouldn't, in the hopes that he'll get into a weapons clash, but it's not happening. So it's definitely a longer fight than I'd like, and actually more of the time has passed in the episode than I would like at this point. But usually I take out 5-6 minutes for this fight. but I seem to be taking longer right now just because I'm explaining so much. I don't really have much more to explain now though. Generally when you dodge an enemy's attack, or at least the boss's attack, you want to dodge into the attack, not out of the attack, not away, because as long as you're dodging, you're completely invincible. Man, that thing recharges so fast. Battery lasts forever and recharges incredibly quickly. I hate that attack so much. He just attacks with his sword and then quickly begins shooting. But yeah, you want to dodge into attacks so you can quickly attack him afterwards. I think what happens is he'll interrupt his combo if you... Crap, there we go. I think what happens is he'll interrupt his combo if you dodge away from him, and he'll just start shooting you. So I think what you want to do is just... yeah, do that, I guess. I seem to be getting really lucky with the weapons clashes right now. Well, with getting myself into them, that is. By the way, an attack that I haven't shown, which is actually unlockable, I'll explain how I unlock it later, is, I should probably show it when you won't kick my ass for it. It's really similar to the running slash, which is that, which I've done a number of times at this point. Man, I managed to time that just wrong. But and it's pretty much exactly the same. It uses the same amount of battery, which is a lot. It seems to do the same amount of damage. Seems to make enemies flinch the same. Not really sure what the difference is, aside from the fact that it's a lot easier to combo into. Whereas running slash would start a combo. That being this attack that I'm about to describe is better for you can do it right after the end of the combo, which is just kind of an extension, I guess. But if I could show it, that would be really nice. Come on, dude. This. It's different for every weapon. What I did right there, that sting slash there. It's called the step and slash. For the peony, it's just like one big. You do it by shaking the nunchuck. By the way, you're completely invincible. Well, that sucked. You're completely invincible while you're changing weapons, which is kind of cheap. But for peony, you just jump on it. It's a lot harder to chain it into it from a combo with a peony, I find. It's much easier to do with the Rosniassi than anything else. Probably should have attacked him right there, actually. Of course, the peony, being a sluggish thing, it is just a ton of damage. So that's why we use this thing. And what's really nice about it is it actually makes enemies flinch a lot. So you notice that he's actually like flinching a lot. So the fact that it's so slow isn't as bad as you might think. But because it has so much knockback, you tend to knock enemies outside of its range, which then gives enemies time to recover and attack you. So it's not as much of an issue if you have the XC gauge reg, so its reach is extended greatly, but it still happens. It's still an issue sometimes. This game isn't nothing but boss fights, but it's mostly boss fights. That's most of the gameplay. What most of the gameplay is. There are little mini games and whatnot too that I'll show you.
It has been a while, Travis. So, you finally resumed work as an assassin, and still a hygiene-impaired slob, I see.
Sylvia? Is that it? You gotta be kidding. I haven't seen you in 3 years, and that's the welcome I get? How about you fill us in on everything that's happened since the last game? We're not gonna be satisfied until you do, right?
Yeah, that kind of game.
Give me a break. There are people starting from the sequel who don't care about continuity, you know. Besides, it would take forever if I recapped every detail of your fall from greatness. Players would skip it. It's so boring.
Well, I guess you got a point there.
Sometimes you have to look at things from different angles. Now, may I? This man was the 51st ranked assassin. Since you've killed him, that officially makes you 51st. And that means you are qualified to fight in the ranking battles again. So, how about it? If you're a real man, you'll do anything to climb back on top. Because trust me, the view is still very satisfying.
Hold on. Why would I have to start from rank 51 this time?
More competition. The last game's success made assassination trendy.
Yeah, but I already fought my way to #1 before. Shouldn't I get a special fast track to the title fight?
No, but you will get a special prize.
Shut up. You can't bribe me this time. I've already tasted those goods.
But just a taste. This time, you'll get the 5-course meal.
5 course?
If the models were better, that would be
I don't get what
a lot
that
less
means.
weird looking.
Did you know I am a yoga master?
You don't say.
Are you familiar with any yoga positions?
Like, downward dog?
The dog can do all sorts of things. So can the cobra, the rabbit.
Cobra? Rabbit? Like, together? Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah! I'm in it to win, baby. #1, here I come!
Bah. I don't know why it is that you're automatically using a bloodberry in this cutscene.
We're not done yet. I've got a message for you.
Oh my, he is still alive.
Pain in my ass. Why aren't you dead yet?
Such blind arrogance, like the naked emperor.
Seriously? I cut off your head?
Travis! You are the loser. This fight was only part of our plan.
Our plan?
I said I'd avenge you killing my brother, didn't I? Well, who's been a brother to you?
What?
Travis. Don't think you can kill without suffering consequences. To kill someone is not simply to end their life. One must risk their entire being in order to destroy another's. Up until now, you've had it easy. I've taken the curse you gave me, the shackles of revenge, and I'm throwing them back on you. Now it's your turn to be burdened with another's death. It has destroyed me, and it will destroy you too. This is the ultimate vengeance!
Yeah. So there really aren't any details from the first game that you really need to know that aren't already explained to you.
Just, doing inventory. Help you find something?
If you haven't played the first game, you're not going to know who this guy is. You're not going to know what significance there is to his existence.
Nah, we're just here to collect.
Travis.
Or lack thereof. But that aside, pretty much everything will at least be explained to enough of a degree for it to make some sense. Desperate struggle. Yeah, so this game takes on kind of a little arcade motif every now and then, just because it can, I guess. You'll be seeing that a lot during the minigames. And the minigames are just straight up arcade games. Anyhow, next episode time. Oh yeah, first week to save. Now notice that there's an anime girl in my bathroom. That's part of the New Game Plus perks. all the stuff that you've collected, you can collect things during levels, is still in your apartment. So, also New Game Plus gets a nice little blue thing on it. Now, I noticed this right here is not blue. This was actually a save I made before I beat the game. Anyhow, see you guys in the next episode where I don't remember what we do next. Whatever. See you then, guys.